Nation has arrived. Welcome to Pause and Rewind, because that's just what we do here. Listen, Sleep Token. Man, y'all told me this was coming, and I've actually been waiting for this one. I wanted to get to it like right when it dropped, but I wasn't home at the time. And then all day today, I've been trying to get to it, and my equipment stopped working. I couldn't get my microphone to get my audio. It was mute. Like, you couldn't hear me. It was pissing me off. But we here now. We here now and finally getting to it. I've been excited to see what this song is about because it's called Damocles. Now, I've actually talked about Damocles here on this very channel before in previous reactions unrelated to Sleep Token. You know what I mean? So I'm already aware of who Damocles is in like Greek legend and Greek mythology and whatnot. And I've talked about it. So I'm curious to see what Sleep Token is talking about in relation to Damocles. It's a pretty common idiom that you hear here and there, but you know, maybe not so much in music, at least from my experience. I've only heard a couple people speak about Damocles. So we're gonna check this out, man. See what's up, Havik Nation. Let's go.
I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back.
Oh wow, he said a lot. He almost made that sound like kind of one bar there. But the opening line, I think he said, "I wake up under blades." So we already, the opening line is literally the Damocles comparison, right? And for those that don't know or whatever, like Damocles, you know, was the one invited to the dinner, the party, the get together, the nice luxury that he was so, you know, kind of desired to get, I guess, so to speak, right? You had to sit at the table with a sword hanging above you, or sharp point hanging on like a string or a small thread or something like that, right? Representative of that kind of imminent threat, that constant danger that you're facing, the peril, and you know, even just the anxiousness and the paranoia of it all as well. That kind of encompasses all of that. So he's saying, I wake up under blades every day. That's how I wake up, under blades, just like Damocles and Dionysus, right? Opening line.
If only Damocles would hit me back.
Damocles hit me back, man, because we got something in common.
No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black.
Love this structure. Love this structure. No alabaster carvings, right? So that's the material, right? Carving, statues, sculptures of notes, right? Farthings, monetary, money, units. No amount of any of that can keep my head from fading to black, I think he said. So nothing. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing.
Would prevent my head from fading to black. And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony.
Oh my God. Really? I play these. Hold on. Let's catch it. Discordant days.
And I play discordant days on repeat.
I play discordant days on repeat. So basically all my bad days on repeat. All the days that don't agree with me. You know what I'm saying? All the days where I'm here and everything else is on the opposite. I play all those days on repeat. That's kind of my life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow.
Until they look like harmony.
Until they look like harmony. When the harmony kicks in. That is beautiful. That is beautiful because we've been mono, right, the whole time. And then when you mention when it looks like harmony, right? Because that gives you an audio visual to that line. And then the harmony kicks in as well to accompany that. That's dope.
When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Ooh. Okay. Come on, man. This is a message right here. This is sad again. Caramel was kind of like breaking my heart a little bit. And this is just a kind of a continuation so far, man.
River runs dry and the curtain is cold. How will I know if I can't see the bottom?
When the river runs dry and the curtain is called. So basically when it's all over. When the curtain is called, when the show is over. Right? How would I know if I can't see the bottom?
Up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem.
That line right there. Coming up for air and choke on it all, but no one else knows that I've got a problem. When you say lines like that in music, that can be almost taken or considered as like a cry for help too. You know what I mean? And because when you start to really illuminate this feeling that you're alone, even within a sea of people, you're painting a big picture. You feel me? You're painting a big picture, and then you say nobody else knows that I've got a problem, but you're saying it to everybody that you have a problem, right? But you feel like no one knows exactly what that problem is and like what exactly you're feeling and what you're going through. So you feel alone as a result of that. Yeah, it's therapeutic, obviously, to write it in music, but a lot of times that can be just like, man, I'm really feeling like I'm at the bottom here. I need some help kind of getting out of this hole. You know what I'm saying? These lyrics can be taken as that. I'm speaking from experience because I've been there. Okay? I've been there. 20 years in this business. I've had these same type of songs.
And choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Waking up alone and I'll be forgotten. That's a heavy line too, man. You know, at some point we all gonna be forgotten, right? But waking up alone, again, that's that isolation that he's pinpointing in this song, right? The lonesome aspect of it all, driving that home. It's very sad. This image is beautiful.
Well,
These fountains.
I know I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game.
No, stop it. I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do this. Somebody help this dude, man. Some sad ass lyrics, and they feel like painful. He said, I know I should be touring. And he said, I know these chords are boring, bro. No, they not. I don't give a damn what y'all say. They not. Even if you're comparing it to some of their more energetic and this and that and blah, blah, blah. They're not. You know what I mean? Especially when you double down on it with a cadence and structure like this. It's not. I love this sound. You know what I mean? But he said, I can't always be killing the game. But you do. You always kill the game, in my opinion, so far. I'm still fairly new, but I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
No, I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game.
I love this structure.
No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks.
So before it was space, right? Into the sea, now falling into the deep from over the peak. But same concept.
I play this chord and days on repeat until the tape runs out on me.
Oh, wow.
When the river runs
Damn.
out on me. When the river runs out on until the tape runs out on me.
Until the tape runs out on me, yo. Until the tape runs out on me. So again, this dude is all about the music, bro. This dude is all about the music. And he's keeping it classic at the same time. Till the tape runs out on me. And then you hear the sound of the tape, you know what I mean? Ending. Like cassette type tape, right? Where you had to take it out, flip it over, put it back in, and play again.
Until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone and who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me.
First of all, the voice. It's beautiful. I love this voice, man. I just cannot get over it. I cannot get over it.
Told me I'd be begging for relief when
Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief.
what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me.
What is silence to you feels like it's screaming to me. Facts! Facts! For those of y'all that have been following the channel, y'all know I literally kind of got my start in music by starting with poetry. And one of my original poems at the early stages was called Silence is the Loudest Noise. So I relate to that line heavy. Silence is the loudest noise, man. When it's like true silence, you literally can't hear anything else, obviously, right? And it just seems so loud because that's all you're getting in the ears, man. And so for him to flip it, and it's like what's silence to you is like screaming to me, you know, and it just puts that in perspective using that kind of analogy angle on it, man. I love that line, man, because I kind of relate to that.
Well, nobody told me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the
Woo!
heaven, get tired of myself. Well, nobody told
You
me
hear that? Nobody.
it's screaming to me. Well, nobody told me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and
Everything's looking like heaven, feeling like heaven, acting like heaven, but it feels like hell.
the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
killing the drums, yo. Somebody killing the drums. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, yo, somebody is killing these drums, bro. Oh, come on, man. This piano, high key. Uh-oh. Come on, did we win again? Damn. Oh, man. Listen, man, those are truth, passion bars, as I like to say. You know, he's speaking his truth. Listen, he's also not looking for pity. All right? Let me explain that to y'all, man, because, you know, there might even be some people out there like, oh my God, nobody pity, nobody has sympathy for you. You know what I mean? Like, but he's not looking for pity. That's not what this song is about. That's not what these emotions are about. And that's not what expressing them to the people is about. He's just speaking his truth. He's just telling his story. That's what music is. You take your emotion and you put it down on paper. Period. That's it. And then you share it with those that might be like-minded. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all he's doing. Again, in the last song, Caramel, you know, he said, that's what I get for trying to hide in the limelight, right? So he knows the position that he's put himself in. He knows the things that kind of come along with it. He just still hates it and finds it annoying at times. And he's allowed to feel that damn way. And, you know, if it happens so much and it has such a big impact to the point where you feel like you might be losing a bit of that music sense and that essence for the music, then, you know, it's easy to feel like, damn, man. You know, he says in the song, like, when the empire is over and done and fallen, right? You start to feel like you're kind of reaching the end of everything. So what happens when the empire falls or it's over or whatever, right? The curtain is called. The tape runs out. All of this stuff. So many things said representing the end of something. And in this case, it's the end of a career, the end of the music journey, the end of the fun times. You know what I mean? The end of, man, that pocket where everything was perfect and important and it was just about the music. And then we reached a point where it started to be not about the music anymore and it started to not get as fun. That's what I'm getting from that. And that's sad. You know what I mean? He said, are the diamond days gone and this and that, right? Everything about the end of what was once my love. And now I feel like I'm seeing, you know, the end of the tunnel a little bit here. He even said he was getting tired of himself. Damn, yo. This is where, if you're a diehard Sleep Token fan, this is where you support the band. Like, with all your might and energy and everything like that, right? This is when you do that, man. Like, because it should never even be making it to this point to be feeling like this when you got this much talent and, you know, the fan base to go along with it, man. That should be a perfect exchange, a perfect transaction, you know, and it doesn't seem to be as of late. And I think that's why they're dropping these kind of songs, man. And it's unfortunate. It's sad. The lyrics in this are great. Again, he's not even calling himself Damocles in this song. He's like, I'm hoping Damocles hit me back. I gotta talk to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm feeling like you feeling. You know what I mean? You know, so he's saying I'm in the situation like Damocles. I'm waking up under blades every morning, every day. And I'm always in constant fear. You know, in Caramel, he said he was scared to open his front door. All right, that's a sword hanging over your head. No matter where you go, you're constantly in fear of something, right? And this song kind of took on and tackled a lot of those elements all into one. It's always weird to like kind of rock out and bang your head to lyrics like these, you know, because it's sad and you know, but it's also just so damn good. You can't help it. Voice is amazing per usual. The drums, bro. The drums. I want to hear this song from somebody like on Drumeo. I want to see how they do the end of that song. That would be kind of cool, you know, because that drums was like perfect. You would think it wouldn't fit there like that, right? Because it was so energetic and it was going crazy and it fit, right? So like everything about this song, structure-wise, I mentioned it quite a few times during the reaction, was just, you know, one of my favorites because of just how it sounded all together. From beginning to end, it was like that. So, yeah. All right, y'all. There it is, man. Sleep Token, Damocles. Another banger. Another banger, man. Hey, Sleep Token fans, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this one. What does it, like, really mean? What are some of the ins and outs that y'all might know that clearly I'm not aware of? Yeah, and what do y'all think about future music? Is this just kind of a phase of expressing some emotions, or do y'all think they might be getting close to wrapping things up, man? I hope that's not the case. I really do. I hope that's not the case. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Sorry for the long reaction, but it's just one of them things. Just one of them things. I'll see y'all next time, Havik Nation. Be easy.
Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake them up. Cut my day ones off cause they was faking love. Had to change the recipe, my cake ain't baking up. Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake them up. Tryna take what's in my pocket, that's a no, yeah. Tryna $1 beat, la la la.